Hey out there survivors, and how you all doing, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Survive, Paddy Plays. Today we're going to be going through the Resident Evil Village Maiden demo. Now this will not be my first time playing this demo. I did a live reaction when I was live streaming the showcase event, but unfortunately the audio from that video did not come out very well, which is such a shame because obviously that was my first initial reactions to everything that we're about to see. However, what I want to do is I want to run through the demo for people who don't have a PS5 and things like that, and kind of examine, get into every nook and cranny and kind of really look at the world of Resident Evil Village, because being just completely honest, I am infatuated. I cannot wait for this game, and so yeah, I wanna share that with you guys. So yeah, let's hop on over to the game and check it out. Okay folks, so here we are on the PS5 home screen. There it is, Resident Evil Village. God, I wish it was the full game, but it's not. We're gonna hop in here, as I say, into Resident Evil Village Maiden, and as I say, we're gonna kind of try and get into every little nook and cranny that we can, and examine the game kind of in detail, or the demo in detail. So, I mean, straight away guys, you will notice that it has a very similar aesthetic right out the gate to Resident Evil 7. I don't think that's a huge surprise, all things considered. I mean, they are both running on the Resident Evil engine. However, there's some pretty cool detailing, like if you do like this, see that cloth moving? I mean, just that kind of stuff is really nice. I mean, straight out the gate, it is stunning. Look at this disgusting toilet, but there's nothing in there, so it's not that disgusting, I guess. We've got this note. That's the first thing that we're going to access here. Now, the thing is, what we don't get in this demo is the menu that was showcased. We get this menu, but we don't get like the actual inventory screen that was showcased during the Resident Evil showcase. So let's read this. To whomever is trying to escape this place, I hope this note will be of some assistance. You don't know me, but you will have to trust me if you want to survive. First, you need to get out of this cell, look around for the way, get on your hands and knees if you must. That means we gotta crouch. Then search for the thing you need to escape. It will be hidden where they'll least suspect, soaked in blood. Nice. Once you get out of the dungeon, you should find yourself in a room. The door there won't lead to salvation. The light will lead you down the right path. Follow the light. You might hit a dead end, but do not give up. There should be a way to proceed hidden somewhere. Once you find the ladder, the only way is up, which is traditionally how ladders work, unless there's also a down. I guess that's the alternative. But watch out, don't let them see you. I plan to make my escape tonight and pray that you make it out alive. Yeah, me too, buddy, me too. So here we go, we're in our cell, and he's the note said we should crouch, so get on our hands and knees. So that's what we're gonna do. We're into this secondary cell. Just gonna have another look again here at the aesthetic, at the environment. Look at this. I actually feel repulsed every time I look at this. I'm not even actually joking or exaggerating. Like, it actually repulses me. It's fucking grotesque, lads. Yowza. Oh. Don't like it. Don't like it. Yeah, this whole part is very reminiscent of kind of like the area that you rescue Mia from in Resident Evil 7. I mean, obviously it's a bit more European medieval Gothic, but color palette wise and everything, it is very similar. Medicine for keeping livestock alive. I wonder, when they say livestock, do they mean cattle, etc., or are they talking about peoples? There's this kind of image here that I would love to get a clear picture of. I can't really get a handle. It's obviously some kind of religious iconography. And I wonder if it's this Mother Miranda character we've been hearing a lot about in the trailers and media for the game so far. We're gonna have a wander down here. And that is inaccessible. So we're not gonna be going there. But yeah, look at these skeletons, right? These skeletons are beautifully rendered. Like, just the RE engine, like, I mean, one thing you have to say is like Capcom could have just kept using kind of like, you know, other people's engines like Unreal or whatever. Help me, brother. Alright, brother. I think that was written by Hulk Hogan. Oh, this poor lass. Yeah, they could have just kept using other people's engines, but rather than do that, they went off and created the RE engine, and it is stunning. It is absolutely stunning. Oh, I fucking look at this mask. This mask disturbs me, lads. Like, because imagine that. Imagine getting. Oh, I can't. Like, I've been to a museum in Prague of torture implements, and when I went to that museum, I realized that I lost all faith in humanity, because the things that we have inflicted on other human beings throughout history is just unacceptable. Like imagine being strapped into this chair, like, oh my god, the amount of pain. The amount of pain. I wonder would you just go into shock, like, and not feel as much. Okay, our lass is down, look, and yet again, look, let's look at the detailing on her. It's insane. Like, even just the dirt on her face and stuff. Yeah, I don't think she's gonna make it, guys. I mean, I think I have a feeling her spine is severed. There was a even though I've played this before, that still kind of got to me. So that's like Resident Evil 7. I played that game a rake of times, and it still scares the absolute shit out of me every time I play it. Speaking of which, guys, let me know if you'd like to watch me play Resident Evil 7 here on the channel. It's not something I'd necessarily play on Twitch, but I was thinking of doing it in VR on the YouTube if you guys would be interested in watching me play it. I've never finished it in VR because I find it so scary in VR. Remember they said that we would find the thing in a bucket of blood, so there we go. I have a feeling we're going to meet somebody in this pig mask at some point in the future in the game. There's another one of those other horrific masks. And just look at these implements. And just bodies cut in half and stuff. The aesthetic is very clear right out the gate that this is a fairly unwelcoming, unfriendly environment. Look at this poor lad. Nice physics on him though. He's bouncing around. Swing! There's actually nothing in here though. That sound is coming from here. And yeah, I wonder if it's those enemies that if you saw the Resident Evil Showcase. If not, I'll actually cut a little clip in here from the Resident Evil Showcase showing off the new enemy types. They fascinate me. I love, like, these enemy types. They look like, I much prefer them to kind of, from what I've seen of them so far, I much prefer them to the kind of Ganados that we've experienced in like Resident Evil 4, 5 and 6. They seem more like a kind of a blend between zombies and Ganados. So now we're moving into an area of the game where the aesthetic is really changing up. As you can see, we've gone from that kind of Resident Evil 7 style dingy dungeon into this exquisite, I suppose is the only word. Like, I wonder if this has anything to do with like the Mesopotamian War. If the game, the game is believed to be set in Romania, I think. We got some wine casks, which seem to be leaking something that ain't wine. That don't look like wine to me. But yeah, this room is back to that kind of gothic, or not gothic, but the kind of dungeon style architecture. I will say that when I was in Prague, oh look at this, like it's crazy. Oh, every time that hand gets me, lads, it just creeps me out. Don't like it. Don't like it. Yeah, when I was in Prague, I really experienced that there is these kind of these kind of catacombs really do exist. And they are absolutely horrific. Like they're especially the areas like the way we've come. It's just Spagball, like it's just gone off Spagball. That's all. Dance macabre. Macabre? That's how I say it. How do you say it? Let me know in the comments. Macabre. Macabre. Oh god, now that I've said it a few times, I don't even know what way I actually say it. Macabre. Macabre is how I say it normally. That's it. So yeah, like we're gonna crawl through this little tunnel. I hope there are more parts like this in the game, because I remember like in Resident Evil 7 there's a couple of parts where like as Ethan you have to crawl through like these sewer areas and stuff, and they're narrow tight little spaces, and especially in VR that really got to me because I am quite claustrophobic. This also reminds me of like the fireplace at the start of Resident Evil 7. You will notice that I'm comparing it a lot to Resident Evil 7, but I think that's inevitable. It was my first day working at the castle today. I was shocked to see the masters of the house were all women. The mistress and her daughters were very adamant that they wouldn't bite. It was quite peculiar. Sounds like vampires to me. With the dates here, 1958, I've seen a lot of speculation that the tall lady is Alex Wesker, which wouldn't line up with the timeline here. June 23rd, 1958. It's been 2 weeks since I started working at the castle and I'm a little afraid. Another maid, Adela, made a mistake and Miss Daniela slashed her face with a knife. Jesus. And at night I can hear wailing as if ghosts roam the halls. I want to go home. It's not good. July 8th, 1958. I don't know what to do. The young ladies were complaining it was too hot and stuffy during dinner, so I opened the window just a crack. Shut it now, they all shrieked at me in unison. I fear I may be taken down into the cellar, never to be seen of again. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Yeah, so that, I mean, when she says she cracked the window open, does she mean the curtains, like, and let in light, and does that tie into the vampire mythos? I still reckon that what we're going to get here is, like, it's not going to be a straight up, like, hey, they're vampires. I mean, in traditional Resident Evil fashion, I think the vampires and werewolves are going to originate from a virus. And then that's going to actually, in my opinion, kind of explain why vampires and werewolf mythos exist. They're going to kind of be like, oh, there is a parasite or virus that infects people in this place. Oh, every time I see this area, it just blows my friggin' mind. It's just so beautiful. Like, it's... Let's grab this necklace. Let's have a look at the necklace, actually. What is it? If you know what it is, let me know in the comments below. Necklace of animal bones used to ward away evil, taken from me when I was thrown in that dungeon. So the maiden obviously knows something about, you know, if she's wearing these evil anti-evil wards. This looks similar to the dress worn by the tall lady, but it's nowhere near big enough for her, which is interesting. But yeah, like this, sorry, I've said it before. If I've said it before, I'll say it a million times. I'm not a huge, I don't care about polygon count, etc. Like, for me, it's all about aesthetics, and the aesthetics of this game are stunning. Like, just the you know, the art direction, the design. Look at these, look at these walls. Lads, quadraphonic headphones don't make this easy, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, this gives me big Resident Evil 4 vibes. I don't know if you remember the suits of armor. Oh, this courtyard, or not courtyard, this main entrance hall, it has such strong Resident Evil 1 vibes in a lot of ways. Like, just, well, not even Resident Evil 1, but that class, it's actually more similar, or more similar, it more closely resembles the main entrance hall from Code Veronica. in the Ashford mansion. Who you? Who's this bushed? But like, as I say, I could just spend hours in this demo just wandering around. Okay, that is the tall lady's dress for sure. And this gives us an idea of scale of her. If we imagine that that's almost down, like, I'm not even... Wow, like, she big, yo. She tall. Okay, so we can't do anything here. We're missing something. One eye is just an empty socket. So I'm just gonna wander down this way and have another look, because I just... Taking in the environment is part of what I've loved so much in my first playthrough of the Village demo. Actually, that's not even necessarily true, because in my first playthrough of the Village demo, I kind of rushed it because I was on stream, so I was kind of like trying to get through it fairly quickly. So it's nice this time to be able to just wander around, and I don't know why, but I thought for a second there I thought that suit of armor was a character, and I thought they were going to attack me. Okay, you're going to think I'm absolutely ridiculous with this stuff, right? You're going to be like, Jesus Christ, Paddy, get over yourself. But how good do these banisters look? Like the lighting on them and everything. Like, it's just shocking, lads. Shocking. The level of detail. Again, quadraphonic headphones. Felt like it came from like right over there. I love these headphones for playing horror games. Like when I was playing Layers of Fear, it was absolutely getting under my skin. Open the front door. Zombie dogs pop their heads in. Oh man, when Ethan arrives, he's smashing these up. He is going to get his knife out and he's going to be like, "Hi, is there any collectibles in these? Is there? Go on, kid, give me out a collectible." No vase or plant pot is safe from Ethan Winters. So yeah, at this fireplace we've got... These are like the clothes I'm wearing. In other words, people that are in the clothes you're wearing are probably disposed of, and then their clothes are disposed of. So yeah, deal with it. Okay, candidates. Irina, Mihaela, Lewis, Dandora, Greta. Oh, this is actually very similar to in Resident Evil 7. There's a, like, when you start out wandering around the Baker estate, you find a list of candidates. So that tells me that they are testing the virus out on other people. You got a bit of lipstick on your cup there, love. Just a small bit. Fucking vampires, lads. Vampires everywhere. Bloody. Be a great town if it wasn't for the bloody vampires. The atmosphere. Okay, I've talked about, like, as I say, polygon count and stuff doesn't matter to me that much. Aesthetics do. But also, see these kind of environmental and atmospheric effects? Chef's kiss. Like, absolutely phenomenal. Looks so good. It really gives you the sense, like, I'm almost feeling like a chill. Just looking at that. And that's what you want. Oh wait, there's something glowing over here. Give me that. So now we got this maroon eye ring, which I believe if we examine it in typical Resident Evil fashion, we can whip the maroon eye out of it, and that's going to be very useful in that that door upstairs. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Sorry, excuse my French. I can't be the only person that saw that, right? That was terrifying. Don't like that. I wonder, one question that I have from watching the showcase, which, you know what? What I will do is at the end of this video, I will also just drop in the showcase in full for you guys to watch. I don't have as I say, my reactions, the sound quality is awful and I would not put you through it. I would not do that to you. That's why I'm re-recording this playthrough of the demo, because I'm not going to put out poor quality audio. I refuse to. But yeah, we'll add the showcase on at the end of this. For anyone who hasn't seen it, one question that I kind of have is, I feel like the daughters, as they're called, like that they're going to be stalker characters. But I mean, I definitely reckon Tall Vampire Lady is also going to be a stalker character, like your Nemesis or Mr. X character. The winemaking techniques of Castle Dimitrescu can be traced as far back as the 15th century, long before the current occupants of the castle. Alcina Dimitrescu uses this legendary yet peculiar technique to enrich the wine's flavour, intensity, and bestow it with a thick bouquet. It's called blood, kid. Her best vintage is Sangue Virginis, meaning maiden's blood. It is kept in a special ornate bottle decorated with intricate silver flowers. Yeah, they be drinking people's blood, yo. I think somebody in my stream chat said something that actually resonated with me, which was, they said, what if... Oh... They said, what if zombies, because they were a failed biomutation, what if the idea is that they are meant to be beings that drink blood to stay alive, like making them immortal? Oh shit. Oh fuck nuggets. Oh, excuse my French. Vampy lady, get off me. Get off me. It doesn't feel great, not gonna lie. Feels bad, man. Where? Oh my goodness. Oh my god, she's terrifying. She is so scary. Just go. Oh my god, fuck off. Oh, Jesus Christ. Lads, even though I've been through this already, it doesn't get any easier. As I say, hopefully that bodes well for the main game. Sadly, this jump scare doesn't hit me as much. So guys, I lost my shit when I first saw that during the showcase, or when I played the demo after the showcase. Those claws to me say that she is a tyrant. She's a perfected tyrant. So I will actually put pictures of other tyrants from other Resident Evil games down here to kind of, not to prove my point, but just to kind of say, like, that's definitely where my theory is heading. I'm hopefully going to be talking to somebody who's very knowledgeable on Resident Evil and the whole Resident Evil universe very soon. And I think we're going to definitely be going down some crazy speculative routes. But I think she could be the first tyrant, the perfected tyrant, and the one that other tyrants they tried to kind of mimic or copy and failed. But as soon as I saw those claws come out, I was like, yeah, she's a tyrant 100%, because she's about the same height as Mr. X. Her voice actor or the choice of voice actor is perfect, suits her character so well. And yeah, I think the whole internet is going crazy, either crazy or horny or both for Tall Vampire Lady. She's friggin' amazing. But yeah, so we're gonna hop back over to the intermission screen for a sec here. So there you have it, folks. That was my playthrough of the Resident Evil 8 Maiden demo on PlayStation 5. I am very, very, very excited about this game. It kind of ticks all my boxes. Atmosphere is a big thing to me when it comes to horror games. I don't give a crap. Well, I do. Monster type, all that stuff, all is all very important. But atmosphere is everything, and this game feels like it will be dripping and oozing in atmosphere. So that is awesome. I'm intrigued by Tall Vampire Lady. I'd love to find out who Mother Miranda is. I would love the collector's edition with the giant Chris statue. Oh my goodness. But I'd say I've sadly missed the boat on that one. I think the pre-orders went live, and I'd say I've I've lost all hope of getting it, but I do love my boy Chris, and it's going to be interesting because, like, with all the media so far, they've posed Chris as the bad guy. But I think me and most Resident Evil fans believe that they're doing that as a kind of a fake out. They're making us think Chris is bad, but he's not necessarily going to be. But yeah, that is the demo. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do me a favor and hit the like button down below. That's the one, the big owl thumbs up. That helps a lot. But if you are also here for the first time, or you're a returning kind of viewer who hasn't done so yet, please hit the subscribe button. It helps me so much. I'm still in shock that we've gotten to over 600 subscribers here on the channel. But I'm trying so hard to get back on the content creation bandwagon and get stuff out ASAP to share with you guys, because I do love doing this. I really do. It's not just kept me sane during lockdown, it's become what I want to do all day, every day, is literally get my new studio set up, be out there and just be making videos, all kinds of videos for all of you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign off here with my usual sign off, but when I do, I'm going to throw on the Capcom showcase, which includes RE-verse, which is something I do not give even the smallest fuck about. However, I will still be checking it out because I'm dismissing it, but it could turn out to be kind of fun. We'll see. I'm just not very hyped about it. I wanted Outbreak 3 or Revelations 3 or something, so there was definitely just a little tinge of disappointment, a huge tinge of disappointment at a kind of Resident Evil Battle Royale style game is what it felt like. But yeah, I'll leave you with the showcase. Enjoy it. And what I'll do is I'll sign off here by saying what I always say, which is let's survive together and peace out. Enjoy the Resident Evil showcase, folks, and thanks so much for watching this video. Peace.
Thank you so much for joining us today, and welcome to our Resident Evil Showcase. I'm your host, Brittany Brombacher, here to give you a closer look into what Capcom has coming up for the Resident Evil franchise. We'll be kicking things off with some brand new content and an exclusive first look at Resident Evil Village gameplay that you do not want to miss. So without further ado, let's get started.
Hey now, think positively, all right? We talked about this.
I know. We hardly talk about anything else.
The castle bell heralds danger. The bell tolls for us all. They're coming again!
Mother Miranda, I regret to inform you that Ethan Winters has escaped that fool Heisenberg. Because he is in my castle and has already proven too much for my daughters to handle. When I find him... No, Mother Miranda. Yes, of course, I understand the importance of the ceremony. I won't let you down.
Can someone please tell me what the hell is going on here?
No. The place is full of nothing but blood and death.
well, Ethan Winters. There you are.
Who the fuck are you?
Let's see what you're really made of, Ethan Winters.
That was amazing, but I still have so many questions. Like, when can I pre-order this thing? Perhaps producer Pete Fabiano has some answers for us. Let's see what he has to say.
Hey everyone, I'm Pete Fabiano, producer on Resident Evil Village. When we first announced Resident Evil Village back in June, we only mentioned PlayStation 5. I'm happy to announce that we've been working hard to bring the survival horror experience onto current gen as well. Resident Evil Village will also be coming to PlayStation 4 day and date with PlayStation 5. The PS4 version can be upgraded for free to the digital PS5 version. It's also my pleasure to tell you exactly when you can get your hands on the game. Resident Evil Village will be available worldwide on May 7th, 2021, with pre-orders kicking off today. Alongside the standard edition, we have a few other options for the game. First, we have the Digital Deluxe Edition, available on all platforms. Players will be able to heighten their survival horror experience with extra content, including in-game items that call back to Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. There's also a collector's edition for consoles that includes all the Deluxe Edition content, as well as a striking figure of Chris Redfield, a steelbook case, poster, and art book. And for those of you who haven't played the previous entry, we have the Resident Evil Village and Resident Evil 7 Biohazard bundle. This lets you get your hands on the award-winning RE7 while you wait for Resident Evil Village. Pre-order any of these editions, and you'll be able to get your hands on both the Mr. Raccoon weapon accessory and their survival resource pack, which will offer additional support during the first few hours of gameplay. Finally, digital pre-orders from the PlayStation Store will receive an exclusive Resident Evil Village mini soundtrack.
All right, I've been waiting for this. I know you've been waiting for this. It's time for the world premiere first look at Resident Evil Village gameplay. Alongside this first look, we have Pete Fabiano back to offer some insights as well. Let's take a look.
Now we're here to give you an exclusive first look at Resident Evil Village gameplay. Just like in Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, you'll be taking control of Ethan Winters. You'll make your way from the village to the castle. Players will need to get in and search for their kidnapped daughter. As you've noticed by now, Resident Evil Village keeps the first-person perspective. We think it really draws players into the detailed world we've created. You'll see a lot of those little details come to life here. The team put a ton of effort into creating a truly authentic feel. From art design to technology, everything ties in great and creates some beautiful visuals. Now it's time to meet some of the castle denizens. As you'd expect, a warm welcome's not really what's in store for Ethan.
Man blood.
Now, let's take a look at him. Well, Ethan Winters. You escaped my little brother's idiot games, did you? Let's see how special you are.
Shifting gears a bit, we're finally going to show off some combat. It's not just about shooting. Guarding will also be an important part of the game. Each type of enemy has their own distinct way of fighting, so you'll need to change up your strategy to defeat them. Everyone knows what to do with red barrels, right? Some of you will remember a similar management system in Resident Evil 4. This time around, we've added crafting, which allows you to create items such as first aid and ammo. There's also an assortment of weapons to find and utilize throughout the game.
I've been waiting for you, Mr. Winters.
How do you know my name?
Anyone who is anyone has heard of the likes of you.
The merchant makes a return. This time he's known as the Duke. You'll be going to him to buy and sell weapons, amongst other things. The director wanted to give him a unique look, and you'll often find him in different situations each time you encounter him. He's an interesting fella.
Aha! Aha!
Smash away with your trusty knife. There's plenty of items to find in your travels. Wait, do you hear that? And we've also got extra objectives outside of the main ones. Of course, it goes without saying that there'll be plenty of puzzles to solve for players to move forward. Oh, and plenty of surprises to keep you on your toes.
I haven't cut open a man in a while. Let me string you up, slice your jugular, and just watch.
Well, that's one way to end the video. Now that we've shown you what's in store for Resident Evil Village, let's take a look at the exclusive PlayStation 5 demo. For this demo, players won't be playing as Ethan, but as a character we're referring to as the Maiden. Unlike the actual game, this experience doesn't feature combat or even blocking. We're hoping to have players get a real feel for the visuals and audio as they take the Maiden on her journey to find a way out of the castle. And you can download the exclusive demo on PlayStation 5 today. Of course, we want as many people as possible to get a chance to play. So we'll have a separate new demo available on all platforms, ready for sometime this spring.
This year marks the 25th anniversary of the Resident Evil franchise, with the very first game releasing in Japan back on March 22nd, 1996. Since then, the series has expanded well beyond the realm of video games. From toys and board games, to CG movies, to live-action Hollywood films, Resident Evil has become a cultural icon. Resident Evil continues to offer surprises around every corner, so let's pass it along to producer Tsuyoshi Kanda to hear more about what you can expect in 2021.
Earlier this month, we started inviting players to join a closed beta test. The test won't happen until later next week, but I want to use this chance to reveal more details. With the 25th anniversary of Resident Evil coming on March 22nd, we are excited to celebrate this milestone with our fans. Last September, we showed off a piece of key art showcasing some of Resident Evil's iconic characters to start the celebration. Now, I'm happy to announce what was behind that. Let's take a look. Ariverse is one of the ways we're celebrating the 25th anniversary of the franchise, showcasing so many of the characters that fans love. It'll be available for free to anyone who purchases Resident Evil Village, so be sure to follow the Resident Evil social channels for the latest news. And check out the official website for even more details.
On behalf of Massive Entertainment and Ubisoft, congratulations to the Resident Evil team on their 25th anniversary. We can't wait to get our hands on Ariverse. For the occasion, we are bringing a celebration to our game, Tom Clancy's The Division 2. For a limited time, you will be able to collect some of the iconic outfits and items from the original Resident Evil trilogy. Everyone that logs in during the event will get Leon Kennedy's Raccoon Police Department outfit as a warm-up. Now let's have a look at some of these.
皆様こんにちは。バイオハザードの映像作品にてプロデューサーを務めていますカプコンの小林博之です。昨年発表しましたフル 3DCG アニメーションバイオハザードインフィニットダークネスについてお話したいと思います。ゲームでおなじみのレオンとクレアが活躍する物語となっております。時間軸はバイオハザード4の後の、数年後のお話となっておりまして、レオンがスーツ姿でとある場所でゾンビ事件に巻き込まれます。この作品はですね、Netflix にて全世界、配信になりますので皆さんお楽しみください。
Wow, a lot's been happening and I hope you enjoyed watching. But if you missed anything along the way, don't worry, keep an eye on the Resident Evil social channels and official website, which will be sharing everything from today's show. As a quick reminder, Resident Evil Village is available for pre-order starting today for the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4. And don't forget, PlayStation 5 owners also get a sneak peek through downloadable content available worldwide starting today. It has been an absolute honor to celebrate the amazing Resident Evil franchise leading up to its 25th anniversary with all of you across the globe. I'm your host, Brittany Brombacher, and thank you so much for watching. Until next time.